out in the woods today. We got a huge snowstorm that moved through. We got about another 1.5 feet of snow, which is making it pretty difficult to walk. It's pretty deep. I was tempted to try snowshoes, but I personally have never used snowshoes. Well, I have tried them in the past, and they just never seemed to work. I would sink into the snow anyways, so I just have not used them. But I decided to take your guys' suggestion, and today I'm actually wearing my pants outside of my boots. So we'll see, maybe it'll help keep my boots dry because the snow won't be able to get in. But it is 8 degrees outside. The feels like temp is -3. But honestly, I never really look at the temperature that much. I kind of just glance at it because I wear the same thing every time I'm out in the woods, which is usually either a mid-weight or heavyweight sweatshirt, and then just my like rugged pants and boots with some base layers. So not much changes for me depending on the temperature, because trudging through the snow is a workout and you get really hot really fast, and as long as you're moving, you stay warm. The problem is when you stop because you're sweating, that's when you freeze. The first lines are always a little tougher to get out because they're all taped up, so. I had someone ask this, and I actually just realized that a lot of you are probably new here, so you don't really know what we're doing. So my family makes maple syrup, 100% pure maple syrup that comes from trees. So what I'm doing, and as you can see behind me, is all of our tubing that connects to each tree together. But I'm going through with a bunch of drop lines that I have on me, and I'm connecting them to the trees. So right here's the drop line. We use quick connects, and right here's the spout. So these spouts are actually what get tapped into the tree, and then the tree produces the sap. The sap runs down the drop line to the lateral line to the black line, which is behind me. And every season, at the very end of the season, we go through and we pull the taps right away. So right here you can see this is an old tap hole. So we pull the taps right away so that way the tree can grow over the old hole. So you can only really tell that the hole was there because of the outer bark. So you might wonder if tapping hurts the tree. And the answer is, it's like a person giving blood. That's the best analogy that I've heard and that I've come across. Because it's like a person giving blood. So it's just tapped for a short amount of time that it's producing sap, and then immediately we remove the spout after, and it takes the tree about 1 to 3 years to grow over. Typically it's 1 year if your tree health is really good, and that is why we pull our spouts immediately after the season. And I never claimed to be the smartest person, but I took your guys' suggestion and put my pants on the outside of my boots, and my feet are staying so dry. Game changer, who would have known? But I grew up, we also have a dairy farm, and so I've just always been used to, well, have the maple farm and the dairy farm. But the dairy farm is all year round, right? So I've always just, it's ingrained in my brain that pants go in your boots to keep them cleaner Same with hunting, my pants are always in my boots. So today I actually left them on the outside of my boots, and my feet are so dry. It's awesome. Whew. Winded.